welcome to my channel. So basically today is the day 23 of New Year New Me challenge. So today topic is about psychology, Friday psychology. So basically why the Friday psychology is because I'm following funding tips videos. Like I know like every Friday there is a psychology session. So I like to follow that session, which really helps me to grow. Like there is a each lesson every week. I'm going to explain you guys like, and I'm going to give you the points I learned, and I'm going to give you the lessons I learned, so you guys can also learn from it, or you guys also can go and watch and learn. So the reason Friday is a psychology day is it's like a very end of the week. So the if you guys going to end the weekend red means your emotion will be high. If you guys going to end in green means like you will be fighting. Like if I need to, if can I place some trade or not? Like if I place the trade, I might close the weekend break even. Like there might be a lot of challenges during the emotions will be high during the Friday. So that's why I try to not trade like that much in Friday. I will trade Friday, but with a small position, so that doesn't affect my psychology and ruin my weekend. So that's the thing. So before I explain about the lessons, I'm going to explain about the trade I told you guys yesterday. Okay. So basically, this is the trade I told yesterday. I'm going to take a shot from here. Like I took a shot, like this moved this much up. The reason I took this, you guys might think now, like it's clearly bullish why he took the shot, right? So the reason is why this is here. I think this was here. Yeah. So the reason is, yeah, as I told it multiple times, I whenever the gold is too bullish and reaches some very very important levels, it tend to fall like sudden movement. So I wanted to catch that sudden movement because since the gold is keep on going, we don't know like when the fall will come, when the bullish movement is going. It's going to be just need to follow the trend, right? So what I was expecting when I saw this level, this fall, I wanted to enter in this fair value gap. So I enter in this. I enter here itself. I think in this green candle here itself. Okay, so when I enter, like I'm targeting this level because there is a daily fair value gap here also. And the thing is like the above level is 5,000. Okay, so before reaching the 5,000, since the 5,000 is a very 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 important level because it's taking the price to different number. Okay, so from 4,000 to 5,000 it's going. So there might be a heavy anticipation, heavy volume, and everything will be so. Before it reaching that level, I was expecting some retracement to this level, and then I'm expecting a sudden move. Like okay, so that's why I entered a short, but with a very small position only because I know there is a only 20% chance it might be fall because like, the there was a 4 hour fair value gap also here somewhere. So all the levels are perfectly matched for bullish movement, right? So I know I'm taking a position against the market, right? Against the all other thing. So I was just placing small trade only. So there is a no big loss. Okay, so that's why I took this trade. So there is no issue that it is sell. So if we take the place, if we took the long means that would been great. Yeah, if we could have taken in, let's say, for example, we could have taken the once the market structure happened here in this week, we could have taken here. Okay, we could have taken 1 to 2. Yeah, here itself we could have taken 1 to 2. That's not an issue. We will get an opportunity every time, so that's not an issue. So this is like for next week. I will give you guys analysis on Sunday, like weekly analysis. So let's go for the Friday lessons. Okay, that's what we are here for, right? So basically, today is from today I watched a psychology lesson from Paulina, like from Funding Pips. So I learned few things. So I wanted to share with you guys. Okay. So the let me show the video first before I'm explaining. So this is the video. Okay, so you guys see trading is a journey. So this is the video, and I really suggest you guys to watch this interview because this interview is very very good, and you guys might learn a lot from it because everyone have a different learning point. Like if I learn something, you might have learned different points, which matches your character. So that is the whole point of this interview about the character, about who you are. So if you guys watch, I will give you some points about this interview also, and this trading psychology lesson also very good. I learned something. Let me share with you guys. Okay. So the topic is about like trade about how trading is a journey instead of just a small just a instead of just getting success quickly. You have to think the trading as a journey, right? So basically the thing is, let me first why losses are not your enemy. Okay, let me clear you that point. Okay, the losses are not your enemy because like let's say because losses are even inevitable. Okay, so no matter what, you are going to take the loss. So what you want to do is, instead of trying to avoid the loss, what you are saying, you need to accept the loss and try to minimize the loss, like how I can cross the loss immediately, or you need to try to avoid the loss. Okay, instead of not sorry, not avoid the loss, like you need to learn to take a loss, like you need to take a profit, right? Like that, you need to learn to take a loss. Okay, in that way you can minimize the loss amount, or you can develop a system to check close the loss before like it's the full yes, like that you can implement a system like that if you track all your trades also. So let's go for the main topic. Trading is not a test, it's a journey. Okay, so let's say how I want to say is, you don't fail because you take a loss, you fail because you expect not to take a loss. You say, right, you think, you understand, right? The trader who survives is who accept the loss with discipline. Okay, so just just whenever you want to like whenever you try to avoid loss, I don't want to take a loss today, I don't want to take a loss next day, I might lose. But you shouldn't think like that. If you're thinking like that, means you are doing something wrong, because you are entering in a big position, big lot size. You might entering in something that is not your plan. That's why you are hoping not to take loss. Let's say if your risk per day is 1%, means you are risking 2%, means you might think, I don't want to take the loss, I don't know. If you risk you as per your plan like 0.5%, if even if you take loss, means you might enter another position. But if you take a 2% loss without you breaking your plan, means you will lose. Like you will lose your psychology, you will get panicked, you will enter another trade, you will blow the account. Okay, that's why you need to accept the loss with the discipline, and the loss should be like within your risk parameter. Okay, that's the one lesson. So trading is a journey, because during this journey, why we are saying trading is a journey is because during this time you will become, the trading will teach you how to be calmer, more disciplined and self-aware. Because every guys, I don't think apart from trader no one can understand this point, because the trading will influence in all the part of your life. Because like you won't even realize how much it has an effect, right? If you become a disciplined trader, it will affect in all area. If you are undisciplined trader, it will affect in all area. So if you become very successful in trading, it, and I think you can tackle any problem, I believe. That's my thing. Because when you when you when you have a fight with yourself and you win that fight, you will know everything about yourself. You know how to control yourself, you know how to be disciplined. So when you conquer yourself and you are strong, you know who you are, you can tackle the whole world, like you can achieve a lot of things. That's the main point here. Okay, so that's why you shouldn't like focus on 1 month or 2 months. You should think that trading is your whole life. Okay, so that's why and that's why you should be always focus on like long-term goals in trading. Okay, not just I want to achieve $10,000 this month and blow the month. That's the focus about taking a payout, man. Okay, first you take a one payout, then you can focus on next payout. After taking 10 payouts, okay, then you can focus on like let me get $1,000 payout. After taking $10,000 payout, you can focus on let me focus on getting it 10,000 month. Yeah, that's a level to that. Okay, so let's try to go by ladder, not just jump off the building. Okay, so the last point is the obstacle is not the enemy, but avoiding it is. The meaning is the reason the obstacle is not the enemy and avoiding it is because you, as soon as you break some rules, you take a loss, everything you do the mistakes, right? You will immediately know what is wrong with you. Okay, and what are the mistake you are making. But what you will do is like you will avoid that. Okay, you will think like, I did this mistake this one time, I won't do it again. You will avoid that, and you will skip not working on the mistake. Okay, if you, let's say if you risk 2% on one day, you will also, you won't like implement some rule to avoid the 2% loss. Okay, but instead of you like this is this day only it happened, I won't do it. Next day you will skip it and go, but next day you will lose 3% because one, if you broke a rule one day, next day it won't stop you from breaking. If you don't have a strict rule without with consequences, you will never follow it. You should respect yourself with the rules. Okay, that's why whenever you break the rule, there should be strict consequences. Then only you will respect the rules. Okay, so these are the lessons I learned from the trading psychology lesson on the Friday. So if you guys want to, you guys can check it out. Like in the Funding Tips page, there is a lesson. Also in this interview, the key lesson I learned is, so
No.
the key lesson is you should learn about yourself first. The most important thing, you should learn about your character. You should learn who you are. Then based on who you are, you should implement that character into the trading. That is the main point talked in this interview. Okay, very strong point. If you know who you are, and if you approach the market by who you are, you can achieve anything. Okay, you can, because you don't, when you know who you are, you don't need do, when you're trading you don't need to fight yourself and the market. Okay, so when you know who you are, you can focus on trading, only trading the market. You shouldn't focus on fighting yourself, right? That's the important thing. We need to, we need to be ourselves and trade the market. Not we don't need to be in middle and fight ourselves and the market also, right? So that's the main thing. Learn about you, have a strategy and trading psychology based on your character. So be yourself and be more disciplined. I will see you guys tomorrow with the weekly analysis and more, some more lessons. And I will see you guys on day 24. And thank you for watching. See you guys tomorrow.